2013, my senior year of high school. It's a beautiful day outside. The sun is shining, the gangs are chirping, and I'm getting paid today. I was happy, but life has a way of humbling you very, very fast. So I wake up, I got a fresh new shirt. I just went shopping the other day. It's the end of the year. I'm graduating. I'm like, I'm not worried about nothing else. I'm good. My bike is out of commission, so I grab my board. I leave the house. Everything is fine. I was gonna skate on the sidewalk, but you know how the cities are. They don't like to maintain their shit. I'm like, okay, let me get in the street. I get to the four-way intersection that I'm used to crossing on a daily basis. I see a car. I'm guessing they see me. I see them. They don't move. So I move, right? Let me give you the play-by-play in the best way I can. So let's go back to the Chevrolet play of the day.
Incredible.
Let's watch this shot real quick. We see here we have the rookie Mazda 3 from USC is taking on their wide receiver, who is really just a sacrificial lamb of some sort. They just put on the field.
It's almost biblical how they just put him out and he's going to see God. He got hit so hard. I've never seen anything like it. He's not just going to hit him. He's literally going to run him over.
Let's watch this play. Boom. I get hit by this car. It's like it said nothing personal, kid, and popped up right next to me. You know how you think in your mind a certain situation is going to play out how you think it is? I'm just going to jump out the way, or I'm going to somehow dodge it, or I'm going to run fast. I'm just going to be fast enough to move. That's how I thought it was going to happen. In reality, I ended up on this dude's windshield and flipping over twice in the air. I'm now in the air looking at my feet. And something crossed my mind in that split second that I never thought was going to cross my mind. How did my shoes get untied? I got hit so hard, my right shoe came untied. I digress. Boom. I go out. It wasn't long, but I black out. I wake up and immediately sit up. I don't say ow. I don't say where am I? I just sit up. I look at the car and I see his whole windshield is caved in, and I look around. I don't do anything. I just lay back down. I close my eyes, open them again. I hear people around me. I feel like I'm fine. I hear these ladies surround me and I say, I'm good, I'm fine. I just need to sit here for a second. They say, no, you're not. You just got hit by a car. I'm like, I know I just got hit by a car. They're like, stay there. I'm like, no, I'm fine. I look over to my left and I see this older black woman. She says, stop moving and stay there. Yes, ma'am. I hear the ambulance coming. So I'm like, okay, damn, this must be bad. I'm thinking maybe it's a situation like, you know how people fall down a mountain and like they done broke their bone and they don't feel it till they look at it. I'm thinking maybe my bone broke or something like that, or I don't know what could be. So this EMS pulls up and these two guys get out and they are nonchalant as hell. They just look down at me. They look down at me and they say, so you got hit by a car? Nick, yes. You think I just decided to lay here in the middle of the street just sitting here? So they say, okay, we're gonna make sure you get all right, but we need to ask you one thing. Did you black out? Do I lie to them? I say, well, I don't remember. Bad thing to say, because if you don't remember, that means you probably blacked out. So they say, okay, well, now we have to put a neck brace on you. Okay, fine, put a neck brace on me. They put it on me and they get me into the ambulance. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know if my mother's gonna be called, what's gonna happen. They ship me off. I am now in the hospital. If you've been injured in some major way, whether it's in a car accident or some type of thing that you did and now you have to go to the hospital, you know where this is gonna end up next. They look at me, they say, hey, how you doing? So you got hit by a car? I'm like, yeah, I got hit by a car. Well, we're gonna make sure you're all right. This one lady comes to me and she has scissors in her hands. I'm like, what are those for? She's like, well, sweetie, you just got hit by a car. We can't move you. So we gotta cut your clothes off. No, you don't. I just bought this. She's like, I'm sorry, we gotta cut them off. Before I know it, my mother walks through the door. She just looks at me and she sighs. I'm like, yeah, it happened. She's like, it's okay. I'm just glad you're fine. Maybe 10 minutes later, my pops walks in. Ain't seen him in a minute. I'm like, what's up? He's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I decided I didn't want to go to school today. And he said, stop being a smart ass. And he sits down. So these nurses walk in and the doctors walk in. I look at them, I say, so does this mean I can't go to school? And they hit me with the, oh, I'm like, I don't care about school. I'm trying to get paid. Get me to school. But they look at me and say, it's like, yeah, you're not going to make it today. And I'm like, all right, fine. So they wheel me off to get the x-rays. They wheel me back in after a couple hours. And the doc says, yeah, everything is fine. But he has a herniated disc. And I'm like, what's that? He's like, it's when your disc pops out, the fluid and something like that between the bone. He says, but it should heal after time. Everything's going to be okay, especially because you're young. You shouldn't have to worry about it. If I could see that doctor today, you fucking lied to me. You lied to me. You said it was going to heal. That shit did not heal. So it's been a few hours. This literally happened right in the morning. School, when I got hit, didn't start for maybe another 30 minutes. So now I've been in the hospital for a good maybe 2 to 5 hours. I'm like, cool. Everything happened relatively fast, so I'm not really too much worried about it. I get in the car with my mom, and she says, well, now I'm not going back to work. I'm going home with you. So I'm like, cool. But then it hits me, wait, you're not going back to work. Can you take me to school? She says, why? You can't go to school. Look at you. I'm like, it's money. I need to get paid. We make it into the office. This girl named Teresa comes in. She looks at me. She says, what happened to you? Oh, I got hit by a car. And I go back to signing myself and my mom in. And she looks at me. She says, oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah. The phrase, I just got hit by a car, is pretty extreme. So I look at her and I say, oh, yeah. I was on my way here and I got hit. I'm fine, but thank you for asking. The craziest thing about this, the teacher that's supposed to pay me wasn't even there that day. We get home. I sleep. Of course I sleep. I wake up maybe 3 hours later. It's now dark outside. My mother comes and get me. She says there's somebody downstairs at the door for you. I'm confused. Who could be at the door for me? Then they hit me. Maybe it's the police. They want to ask me some questions. I get downstairs. I come to the front door. My mom's sitting there. She looks at me. I look out. It's the guy that hit me. And he is crying. He's sobbing. And I never thought this was a negative thing. He didn't do this on purpose. It was genuinely just an accident. It was probably just a situation where he was either too tired or wasn't paying attention and I got hit. But he looks at me, he says, I'm sorry. He keeps saying I'm sorry, and I just look at him. I come towards him, I give him a big hug. I just give him a hug. He's crying. I'm like, it's okay. I'm okay. It's okay. And the night ends there. But yeah, that's the time I got hit by a car. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out my other videos. And that's been my story. Peace.